She never raised her voice, but the world heard her anyway. In a time when silence was expected and obedience rewarded, she chose courage wrapped in calm. No grand speeches, no dramatic entrances, just steady hands, unwavering eyes, and a resolve that moved mountains without making a sound. While others shouted for change, she built it. One classroom, one clinic, one rescued child at a time. History rarely named her, but those whose lives she touched never forgot. This is not the story of a warrior with a sword, but of a woman whose quiet strength became a revolution, and revolutions sometimes begin with a whisper. Fade in Morext, rural village, dawn, 1978. A thin mist clings to the earth. Roosters crow. Mud brick homes huddle together like secrets. Smoke curls from a single chimney. Among them, a small figure walks barefoot down the dirt path. Amina. Late 30s, eyes sharp but kind, sari faded from years of sun and washing. She carries a cloth-wrapped bundle, books. She doesn't look back. She never does. Narrator, VO. They called her too soft to lead, too gentle to fight, but Amina knew something they didn't. Real power doesn't always roar. Sometimes it reads aloud to children who've never held a book. Int, one-room schoolhouse, day. Sunlight slants through cracks in the bamboo walls. 10 children, ages 5 to 12, sit cross-legged on straw mats. Some wear torn clothes, others, nothing but hope. Amina opens a tattered primer. Her voice is low, clear, deliberate. Amina. The sky is blue. The earth is brown. I am here. I belong. A boy raises his hand. Raju, 8, eyes wide. Raju. Didi, do girls belong too? Amina pauses, smiles gently. Amina. Especially girls. Narrator, VO. In this village, daughters were married by 12, silenced by 13, forgotten by 20. But Amina had been one of them. Once. And she remembered what it felt like to be erased. Flashback, int, small hut, night, 1965. Young Amina, 14, kneels beside her mother, stitching a wedding veil. Outside, drums beat for her, mangni, engagement ceremony. Her future husband is twice her age, a landowner with 3 wives already. Her mother whispers, tears in her eyes. Mother. Be quiet, be obedient. That's how you survive. But young Amina stares at the oil lamp flickering on the wall, its flame small, yes, but unbroken. Back to present, schoolhouse. Amina writes on a slate. I have a voice. Amina. Now, say it with me. Children, in unison. I have a voice. Narrator, VO. That phrase would become their anthem, their armor, their first act of rebellion. XT, Village Square, late afternoon. Men gather under the banyan tree, smoking hookah, laughing loudly. Among them, Thakur Sahib, the village elder, proud, patriarchal, powerful. He spots Amina walking past with her books. Thakur Sahib, shouting, Still playing teacher, Amina? When will you learn your place? Amina stops, doesn't turn, doesn't flinch. Amina. My place is wherever someone needs to learn. She keeps walking. The men laugh, but it's uneasy, because they feel it, something shifting beneath their feet. Int, Amina's home, night. A single room, a cot, a shelf of books salvaged from trash heaps and donated by a passing NGO worker. She lights a kerosene lamp. Her younger sister, Mira, 16, sits nervously on the floor. Mira. They're coming for me next week. Paya from the next village. He says I must stop going to your school. Amina's hands tremble, but only for a second. She takes Mira's face in her hands. Amina. Then we'll hide your books under your mattress, and you'll read by moonlight, and you'll remember, knowledge is the one thing no man can take from you. Narrator, VO. That night, Amina made a decision, not with a shout, not with a weapon, but with a plan, Quiet, precise, unstoppable. Montage, next 6 months. Amina teaching girls under a mango tree at dawn, before chores. Slipping pamphlets about child marriage laws into women's baskets at the market. Walking 10 miles to file a complaint at the district office after a 10-year-old is taken for marriage. Villagers whispering, "She's dangerous. She's ruining our traditions. She's just one woman." But more girls show up, then mothers, then a widow who learns to sign her name for the first time. XT, village outskirts, rainy evening. Amina shelters under a broken bus stop. A government official, Mr. Desai, pulls up in a jeep. "Mr. Desai, you're Amina, the one running the illegal school?" Amina stands tall, soaked but composed. "Amina, it's not illegal to teach children to read." Mr. Desai sighs. "Thakur Sahib filed a complaint, says you're corrupting morals." Amina, is reading immoral? Is arithmetic sinful? Or is it just that educated girls don't obey as easily? Mr. Desai studies her, then pulls out a form. "Mr. Desai, register it properly, get a license, I'll approve it, if you promise to include hygiene, nutrition, and legal rights in your curriculum." Amina's eyes glisten, not with tears, with triumph. Amina, "Yes, sir." Narrator, VO. Victory doesn't always come with fireworks. Sometimes it arrives in a rain-soaked form signed in shaky ink. Int. Official School, 1 year later. Now painted white, with a tin roof and a sign. Shanti Balika Pathshala, School for Peaceful Girls. 20 girls in clean uniforms recite multiplication tables. Mira teaches a younger girl how to write her name. Amina watches from the doorway, content, not celebrated, but satisfied. XT Village, festival day, sunset, music, color, laughter. For the first time, girls perform a play about a queen who rules with wisdom, not war. Thakur Sahib watches from the crowd. His granddaughter is on stage. He doesn't applaud, but he doesn't leave either. Narrator, VO. Change doesn't demand that everyone cheer. It only asks that resistance soften, just enough to let new roots grow. Final scene, XT School, years later. Amina, now gray-haired but still upright, walks slowly past rows of blooming marigolds. The school has expanded, 2 rooms, a small library, even a vegetable garden. A young woman approaches. Priya, early 20s, wearing a nurse's uniform. Priya. "Didi, I got my posting. Primary Health Center in Jaipur." Amina hugs her tightly. Amina, "You'll save lives." Priya, "Because you taught me mine mattered first." They stand in silence for a moment, 2 generations of quiet courage. Narrator, VO. Her strength was never loud, never flashy, but like water-shaping stone it wore down injustice, drop by patient drop. She didn't seek statues or headlines. She sought students, survivors, sisters, and in them she built a legacy louder than any war cry. Fade out. Text on screen. Based on countless unsung women across the global South who choose education over silence, compassion over compliance, and quiet action over empty noise. End.